showing you how to build and upgrade each one of the staffs the easiest way possible and showing you every possible spawn in the least amount of time possible so you can get back to your game. If you guys do enjoy, make sure you leave a like, make sure you subscribe, and if you guys want to check out any of the other staffs, they're all going to be down below in the description, each one of the staffs in a series. But without further ado, let's get into it. So first things first, to build the ice staff, you need to go in the spawn to pick up a shovel. Now, only one player technically needs a shovel, as you do share the parts between the entire game, but it doesn't really matter who picks up the shovel. There are two different shovel spawns in here, but it doesn't matter if one person gets it, two people get it, or all four people get the different shovels in the game. But you need to pick up a shovel, and the next thing you need to do is check these three different locations. This is the second location over here on this cabinet, and the third location over here on this wall, to pick up the record. Now, whenever you have the ice staff record, you're good to go on to the next step, which is just waiting until a round that is snowing on it. Usually it snows between rounds 3 and 5, and it'll snow every 4 to 5 rounds after that. But once it starts snowing, you need to go to each of the 3 areas of the map and keep digging dig piles. You need a shovel to dig the piles, obviously, but whenever you dig up the piles, every second or third dig pile you'll dig up in each area will have a staff part. There's one section kind of in the spawn area with generator 2, 3, and 1, kind of where I was in the beginning. There's one in no man's land, which is in the middle, probably the easiest one to get because there's so many dig piles over there. And then there's one in the church area. You just need to go to the church area, keep digging up dig piles on rounds that is snowing, and eventually you will get this part out of the dig pile and be good to go on to the next step. But again, one in the spawn, one in no man's land in the middle, and then one in the area over by the church. Dig up 2 to 3 piles and you should find the staff part. Pick up one for each area and you're good to go on to the next step. So again, sorry for the old gameplay, but this recording is a better recording than what I had, and it shows you each and every spawn that the actual disc can be. But you need to pick up a black disc that doesn't have anything to do with any of the staffs. The first location can be right there at the excavation site entrance, and the next one is over here around back, kind of near the church type area. It is up there right on that little ledge. You will either see it there in one of those 2 places if it's spawned there, or the third one you actually have to open up the excavation site to get into. Basically what this disc is needed for is that you need to use this disc to open up the bottom area of the excavation site where you actually open up the staffs, and I'm going to show you how to do that in just a second. But before I do that, again, right here on this little ledge that I'm about to pass by is another spawn right here, but the last spawn is actually in the excavation site. It'll cost you a little bit of pointage to get in there, but it is sitting right there on top of that little thing, and that's actually the spawn I had in my remastered game as well. But if you run over here, you grab this disc from one of the 3 locations, you'll be good to go to head down into the excavation site after actually opening it up. Head down to the bottom type area of the excavation site, and you'll see that it is not fully opened up yet. There's a little blockage there. You will find a gramophone sitting right there on the ground. It's the same spawn every single time. You're gonna place it on that pedestal with the record and with the gramophone, and it will actually start to open up the entire downstairs area where you can actually build the staffs and upgrade the staffs and do all the steps you need to. So you're gonna wait for this to fully open up. You're gonna run over, pick up the gramophone once again once you are able to pick it up, and move on to the next step. So after you've picked up the record that you need for this staff, you have all the different staff parts, and you have the gramophone itself, you need to head down this tunnel specifically. You need to go down the specific tunnel that corresponds to your element. If you head down the wrong tunnel and place the gramophone in the tunnel with the wrong element that you're trying to build for your staff, it'll give you a crystal that you don't actually need, or don't give you a crystal at all, depending on whether or not you have the correct record. But whenever you're ready to build this staff, you need to go ahead and head down this specific tunnel, go through the portal, and head to this little pedestal that is sitting over here next to the entrance. Whenever you pick this thing up, it'll give you a part, it'll give you a crystal, and that corresponds to your staff, and that will allow you to actually build the staff in the excavation site, and you're ready to actually build the staff itself. You're completely done with the staff, and now we can move on to actually upgrading the staff. So after building the ice staff and having it in hand, head back down to the crazy place where you're going to be able to start doing the upgrade process. Now, there's going to be a little tablet on this side that's glowing and gives you some glowing or kind of like filled in outline of dots. Now, each one of these dots corresponds to one of the symbols that is sitting up there, and you basically just need to take a look at the little tablet, see which one it gives you, and then shoot the corresponding tablet that is up here on the wall. You need to do 6 in a row without messing up. If you mess up, you're just gonna have to start back over and do it again. And here is the actual guide for which one is which color. You're basically gonna match it up, look at the little tablet on the wall, match that up to the correct color, or the correct kind of like lines that you have up in the ceiling. After you shoot all 6, you should get a nice little completion sound, and whenever you get that completion sound, you are onto the real world challenge of this staff, which is shooting the tombstones. So once you have built the ice staff and done the crazy place challenge, you need to go ahead and head over to 3 tombstones that have now spawned around the map, and you need to shoot them with the ice staff like such, and then you need to switch weapons and shoot them with any gun that shoots bullets, which pretty much is every single gun in the game besides staffs, but it does have to be an actual bullet. It can't be another staff or anything like that. Go over to each one of these things, whip out an actual gun, and shoot it once to shatter the tombstone. Now, once you've done these 2 tombstones, the third one is over here by generator 2. You're gonna need to head over here, same thing once again, head up here. This is where the tank also can spawn right there. Shoot it once and then shoot it, and you're gonna hear a sound, and a nice beam of light will shoot up from the excavation site, which is now where we're headed back once again. So once building the ice staff, doing the crazy place challenge, and then doing the real world challenge, there will be a blue orb that has spawned in the excavation site. Now, once you're down here in the excavation site, what you need to do is turn each one of these 4 dials that correspond to a ring and make sure they are all blue. It'll be a little bit of guess and check as to which one switches which dial, but once again, once they are all blue, you're just gonna keep on turning it until they all match up to be the same color of the ice staff, which is blue, and then you're gonna head down to the very, very bottom and shoot the crystal. I already had the ice staff placed in the little pedestal here. You don't have to do that at all. You can be holding the ice staff while you do the step. It really doesn't matter. But once this little blue orb is here and you have all 4 of the blue kind of dots on this dial in the middle, once those are all in place and the blue orb is there, shoot it with the ice staff itself. You can head back down to the crazy place, and you will see that the pedestal where we previously actually got the crystal you need for this thing has opened up and now actually allows you to place the ice staff down in it. So once this little thing is opened up, go ahead, put the ice staff there, and then you are ready to fill this thing up with 25 zombie souls. Now, you can get these kills with any weapon that you want. I chose to do it with the fire staff. It really doesn't matter. You can get it with a Tommy gun, you can get it with the MG08, a boom hilda. It doesn't matter what kind of gun. All you have to do is keep getting kills while you're down here, and eventually the staff will light up with kind of like a white outline around it, and you will know it is upgraded and it is officially completed, and it is an ultimate staff now. So once you've done that, once you see that little staff light up, once you've gotten enough kills in the crazy place and it has absorbed enough souls, you can actually run over here and grab the ice staff out of the pedestal, and as you can see, it is now Ul's arrow. It is completely upgraded, it is completely good to go, and now it has an actual charge shot where if you hold down the trigger, you can shoot a charge shot and see it do like just a huge ice tornado, and that is the entire tutorial. Here are all the other tutorials on your screen right now if you would like to go ahead and do that, or they are down below in the description. That is about it for this tutorial though. I hope you have enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.